Alright, what's good YouTube, TikTok, especially TikTok? So big important news here. This video is going to be pinned for a while, of course. Let's continue on with good old Determined Guy. So recently, I have come to a conclusion for myself where I believe I've done everything in Elden Ring. I fought all the bosses. If you look at my old videos or even YouTube stuff where I was fighting random people or going to an area zone PvE, I've gotten mostly everything in the game. Talked to every NPC, done all of their quest lines, been to everywhere. There may be a couple things missed, like maybe a small dagger or something simple, but nothing too crazy. Other than that, though, my main goal here is to get to max level, and that's really the last thing I have to do with Elden Ring. I don't feel like getting all of my spells again or every weapon to maximum, which was my original goal, but I already had them almost all to that, but then I deleted my inventory for the challenge run. So, I mean, I could have just not done the challenge run, but it did make me have a lot of fun, especially with you guys. So, yeah. And speaking of you guys, I would like to thank all of you for, being with me, especially through this, because I remember when I just did YouTube, it didn't really get me too much of the audience I wanted. Maybe maximum amounts of views for videos for like 5 or maybe 10. And then nobody really cared. But then I would stream once in a while. There'd be like 70 people, but those 70 people would never show up again. But it's constant, like with you guys, which is cool. And most of y'all popped into my channel because I do Elden Ring stuff, or I've done Elden Ring stuff. So it's the PvP, the PvE, the funny jokes, the me popping up in people's tournaments and stuff. It's all been well and good. So I'll say it now, and I don't want to fight everybody. Since everyone lives a life and so do I, and I want to play other games too. But if anyone wants like duels or anything to do with Elden Ring, like on PS4, PS5 type of deal, if you need help with bosses or something, or you just want to chill and do random shit or fuck with invaders even, I'm down to do that. But I'm down to do that until I delete the game. When I delete the game, I won't touch it for a year, and I'll make sure I don't touch it for a year. I want to do all of the other Souls games and get the trophies for them and experience them to the fullest, much like how I experienced Elden Ring to the fullest. And I did explore Bloodborne 100%, but I never explored Dark Souls 2 to 100%, never explored Dark Souls 1, never explored Dark Souls 3 to 100%. I would always get close to completing and then just did the main story and then stopped over and over. So yeah, I don't think I left off of anything. It is a long road until I get to 715 though, because it costs almost close to 10 million per thing. But each time I go and kill these Albinarchs and things, it keeps it smooth. 100,000, 200,000 every time I do it. Thanks to some talismans and the occasional golden foul foot and stuff, which I made another video for not too long ago. I was talking about the grind being crazy. But yeah, I won't be giving away any of my armors or weapons or any of that. I would like to leave my character as is. So that way, let's say that the DLC comes back, or not comes back, but comes along in 6 months or 7 months or something, just pops up out of nowhere, and they just drop it. I want to have all of my stuff ready for when that happens, and I'm excited. But for now, we'll just end this video with looking at how much playtime I've had on Determined Guy. This is from mostly PvP, but the PvE. It's just a happy memory now, for the most part. I don't think I've really had too many dark moments with Elden Ring, besides, people hating on each other, or me dissing on folks who use rivers, and some people going, rivers is viable. Or some people saying, like, oh, I'm using an OP weapon of Radon swords, but I go and use a different weapon, and they call that hacks too. You just can't win with some people. But that goes for any game, really. There's always going to be someone salty. But hey, before we stop here, I'm going to show you guys the other characters I currently got. And this one's me attempting to make a female. And then this one guy, local duelist, backstory for him. He, I think I got a rune drop from this guy, but I didn't upgrade my weapon, so I just ran around with non-upgraded shit and just went around PvPing. This guy has upgrades, has beefy armor somewhat, but is not leveled up at all. So that's 10 hours on that. And we have 2 hours, or not, no, 2 hours, 11 minutes on Mr. Survival Guy, which my goal with that character was to run around and basically whatever I pick up is what I use, and I'm not allowed to upgrade it unless if I get that type of resource to do that directly from wherever I run to. So let's say I run to a place of smithing stone 5, but I need smithing stones 2 to expand. I'll go through the entire 5 area anyway, even though I need the 2s. You know, I'll be weaker, but it was part of the challenge. So yeah, it's been fun, and thank you guys again. You know, I hope that you guys will be here more as I go through my other games and other ideas. Like I want to go back through survival games, and I would like to do a little thing with 7 Days to Die. So if you're tired of rambling, I recommend you pop out now. We're already 6 minutes through this, and I have one more thing to mention where since I played Ark before, of course I'll play Ark, and I eventually want to play Rust, but there's a weird project I want to do with a game called 7 Days to Die, which is a Minecrafty but realistic zombie fighting game. So it was like Dead Rising and Minecraft had a baby, and it's the in-between of the two, where it's like blocky building but somewhat realistic late PS3 type of graphics. So no one's like squarish, but it's just you versus zombies, and you can build things and fight them and such, and they spawn at the base level of whatever you got. But something I wanted to try though, since you can dig in that game to a certain point, and then there's the indestructible floor, I want to dig throughout the entire map to where anything that is like toxic or some kind of a building that's full of zombies, I just want to dig through the entire bottom and make everything fall. And then whatever resources I get from the debris, I'll remake my own thing from there. It'll take a long time, but I love to dig. It's weird. And I've dug in other games, and I've dug in real life. I used to go to the beach with my family, and I would dig holes like a dog, and my dad would join me. You know, so if that sounds like fun, you know, you guys can pop into that and have funny chats with me as I'm spending hours just digging holes like a pure ooga booga. So that's to be expected. But yeah, this stuff will take place on Twitch and probably turn into YouTube videos too. I know most people don't really bang with YouTube, mostly everything's on TikTok, so I might condense fun moments from the YouTube and bring it onto TikTok so I can still put videos up from that stuff too. But yeah, I've said everything I needed to say. I hope y'all take care. If since I'm stopping Elden Ring, if this is your he's done playing my favorite game, I'm done with him, that's completely fine. It's understandable. Some people are like that, and if you're like that, that's okay. There's a lot of other people to watch that still will always play Elden Ring. So anywho, I'm gonna go on my adventure to maximize this character and do random shit, and until that happens, I'm still on here normally, here and there. So I appreciate everything that you guys have done. Take care. Peace.